Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to give you guys a recap on a new episode of the Irregular at Magic High School, which is on episode 5 on the Visitor arc, or you can call it Mahouka no Ratosa Raihousha-hen on episode 5. Anyways, this episode right here looks like to me, there was a big crazy theory that was mentioned in this episode, so I try to see what I can to try to explain it to you guys, but if anything else, I'll just tell you what they said and give you a simple summary of it, but it looks like it's kind of complicated for me to understand. So, if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that Jamonji, Sagasa, and everyone else are going on a crazy hunt on these parasites. While Tatsuya and Miyuki are at home, we have to it that one of our buddies, Shizuku ends up contacting Tatsuya about the situation involving micro black holes or something that that seems to be a little bit complicated, as Tatsuya explains it, that our universe is like a thin film of a three-dimensional space enclosed within a higher dimension world, where the only physical force that can overcome dimension walls is gravity. Because gravity leaks a large portion of its energy into other dimensions, we can only observe it in this dimension as a much weaker force than it actually is. But what does that have to do with parasites here and there, Because we have to it that Tatsuya has a theory or a hypothesis saying that magic isn't constrained by the law of conversion of energy, but when the law of energy, magic refutes that energy, the first paradox of modern magic whatsoever. And regarding the law of energy conversion in a closed system, the total amount of energy remains the same, If you did observe a variation in the total amount of energy, it means you made an observational error or a system that wasn't closed, And Shizuku ends up asking then the energy magic need to supply from another dimension. Is that what you're saying? And Tatsuya therefore explains there are an increasing number of magical researchers who subscribe to that. Wouldn't that mean supports the walls between dimensions by doing so? And there's something involving magic is drawing energy from a different dimension without breaking that wall. If you generate a micro black hole using energy calculated based on extra dimensional theory, gravity acting across the dimension would be erased by black hole's generation. What will happen if the black hole is generated and breaks up that dimensional wall, I mean, there will be something involving bodies of magical energy formed in that other dimension, And this big conversation between Shizuku, Miyuki, and Tatsuya, it seemed a little complicated for me to try to summarize it. All I notice is these parasites somehow are linked to maybe opening a micro black wall into another dimension and having magic or something else coming over to their side, or to Tatsuya and Miyuki's side of the world. It seems a little complicated for me, and I try to understand it from a certain perspective. This, all I know is generating this black hole will mean we'll be able to open some kind of paradox, or these parasites are trying to open something that no one is able to do and maybe do some damage. Whatever the case may be, it doesn't seem like a good thing, but I don't know. That's what the parasites are meant for. Eventually, we go back to the high school where Tatsuya and his other friends are at, and unfortunately for them, their daytime is a little cut off with a parasite having to invade their school. By that time, Miyuki, Erika, Shibata, Tatsuya, Miyuki, along with Jamonji and Lina, end up taking necessary action to see what's up here and there, But that aside, we have to it that Lina is an accomplice to Mia, which is a friend of hers. But unfortunately for her, Lina got a message too late that Mia is a parasite host, and she ends up causing some damage, etc. And they managed to stop her in the nick of time using a frozen spell thanks to Miyuki, but unfortunately for that, it ends up going to self-destruction mode. And we have to it that thanks to Shibata's eyes whatsoever, along with Lina's answer to Tatsuya about what the parasite is doing, it's trying to search for a new host. But thanks to Shibata's eyes, she's able to locate it and helps Miyuki to grab a hit on it. Unfortunately for them, they were unable to destroy the parasite, but the parasite ends up leaving right away and runs away because of what happened. But we have to it as a post-credit scene where the parasite ends up entering a robot's body, which seems like a bad thing because this is where you don't even know if the parasite's there or not, and I'm like, great, here we go again. So it looks like to me the parasites is a major major thing to be concerned about, seeing how things are, etc. They can't let this go. And of course Erica, she's a freaking hothead, and etc. Thinking like Lena's an accomplice but of the parasite, but she doesn't understand at all. Not to I don't mean to be an a-hole now and then, but I'm just that anyway. But aside from that, like I said, sorry, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Forgive me. The theory of the conversation between Miyuki, Tatsuya, and Shizuku, that seemed a little interesting, involving something about these parasites and generating black holes whatsoever. But it looks like to me this thing is supposed to be some kind of possibly grabbing another energy source from another dimension. But whatever the case may be, it looks like it could be bad news if it breaks that wall and maybe cause a lot of damage or chaos among characters. Whatever the case may be, Tatsuya and the others are not going to let this slide, and knowing that the parasite almost got a hold of one of Tatsuya's friends, such as either Miyuki or Shibata, my gosh, and possibly Erica, because it was trying to grab Erica as a host, but yeah, that was a close call. But they ain't gonna stand by anymore, man. This is some serious stuff that somehow the parasite now escaped, and they don't even know that it's in a robot anymore. So it's in a robot. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Mahouka. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace out. Bye bye. Ta-da!